Welcome back, and in this video you can see we have some more straight lines. Nothing kind of out of the ordinary here. We see that they're all horizontal and vertical, so that alone should let you know what method to use. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so once again, we see that we have all of our dimensions, or we should be able to figure them all out. So in later on videos, we will start not including this magenta one because we do have enough information to figure out exactly how long that is. And we're kind of basing that off of this side. So we see that we have a dimension of 6, and then we have two of these that are 1.5. So if we add both of those together, that should give us a total of 9. So we have 9 on this side. And we're going to have 3 and 3 is 6. So 9 minus 6 should equals 3. There's nothing to kind of figure out the bottom. But this is one of those things that you're going to see anytime you're drafting. So we can make some basic assumptions. We see that the dimension that is going from here, or this line here. We don't see a dimension here at the top. But it's safe to assume that that dimension applies to this one as well. It doesn't explicitly say that, but it does apply to it. The same with this dimension. So if this is 3 going across, we can safely assume that this is 3 going across. And the same for the part that's on the back here. So we know that that is 5, and we know that this dimension going across is 5. So that helps us a lot. So we do have to make some basic assumptions anytime we draft it. So let's go ahead and switch over to AutoCAD and knock this one out. Okay, so now we have to decide which method or which kind of way we're going to put this in. The quickest way by far, if we have all horizontal and vertical lines, are going to be ortho mode. We just can't beat the speed of it. So I'm just going to switch to ortho mode. Now choosing what to start. That's always one of the most difficult things to decide. So what I'm going to do is that I tend to, if I don't see any clear definition of place to start, I'll usually start with the lower left corner. Now, this is not going to be the case on everything that I do, but I tend to go in this counterclockwise, as I mentioned before. Sometimes in some drawings, you're going to get to a point to where you're creating things and you're going to get stuck. The easiest way to do it is then start at this end and work your way around, and then hopefully everything will work its way out. So, we already talked about our basic assumptions. Let's go ahead and switch back over to AutoCAD and get this one done. Alright, so we're starting with the line command, because that's the one we want to go with first. So we're going to go line. And like I told you, I was going to start in somewhere in this location. Make sure that you verify that your ortho is turned on. So my ortho is turned on. I'll go ahead and click and place my first point. Oops, sorry, not in the line command. Let's go back to the line command. And now this is also another one of those things. You can verify what command you're in just by looking down at the command line. Click here. I'm in ortho mode, remember, so I have to have my predictor pointing in the direction that I want. 3, enter. Let's go up 3, enter. And now you can see that it kind of runs off my screen a little bit. Just scroll back on your middle mouse wheel and hold the middle mouse wheel down the pan. If yours is not doing this, or you're somehow at the extents, I'll tell you this. Go ahead and break the command by hitting the escape button. Let's go back to the line command. Then I want you to click when you see this green square. So make a left click. And now I'm going to continue. The only problem with this is that now I have broken the command, so I cannot use the close function. And I'll show you what that will do when I close this one. Alright, so I'm going to go this direction. 5, enter. Let's go up a distance of 3, enter. Once again, making sure that you do see those predictors in this command. 5, enter. I want to make sure it's going up in that prediction. 3, enter. Back over this direction. 3, enter. Let's come down. 1.5, enter. To the left, 2, enter. Let's come down, 6, enter, come back this direction, 2, enter. Now if you did not break the command, here you will be able to use the close function. If I go ahead and use the close function, which is typing in C enter, or I can physically click on it here in the command line, watch where that line is going to go. So once I do that, you will see that it goes back to that point of where I broke it at. That's not kind of what I want to happen. So remember that now we're going to have to use that erase function. So go ahead and select the line that you want to erase. And click on the erase button. And then let's go ahead and start the line command again. Click on that square, this square, and now I have to hit escape to get out of the command. So escape on my keyboard. And now this shape is already created for us. Alright, so hopefully you enjoyed watching this one. And some of the more future examples are going to get a little bit more challenging. But this one right here, the most important concept to understand is I'm using the ortho mode. I have to make sure that I'm going in the right directions, and that if I break the command, I can no longer use that close function. So that's super important. So once again, if you found any value in this, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, leave any comments, or if there's something that you want to see me do, by all means, send me a message and I will try to get to it. Thank you for watching.